My worst crime is calling someone a retard and saying nigga.
This is Mutt, also known as the Fur Cafe group owner on VRCHAT. Now, a quick summary on who Mutt is and what he does on VRCHAT is obviously running the group called the Fur Cafe. But in recent times, there's been a lot of individuals, especially minors, that have spoke up and told me their stories on Mutt and their interactions with Mutt and overall how Mutt is as a person. And let's just say Mutt is a little bit of a deranged, psychotic man-child, which you will soon see in the video. And it's honestly embarrassing being a 28-year-old man, still living with his parents, not having a job. And to be honest, I was going to take this video very lightly on Mutt because at the end, he kind of gave me a shitty apology, I guess you could say. He's apologized to me about 2 times or 3 times by now. But at this point, I'm just going all in because there's been a lot of changes in the story, a lot of bullshit that I've been hearing going around from other people, and at this point it's honestly just tiring to like keep putting up with this bullshit because I've literally been dragged into this for about a week now. And the only reason why I'm actually dragged into this situation with Mutt is because my friend VRCHAT invited me into a once optimized box on VRCHAT. It's just a world on VRCHAT. And basically from the clip you're going to see, I'm going to play here in a minute, Mutt basically told me, if you don't leave right now, which he told me about 3 or 4 times, if I don't leave right now, you're going to be involved. In his own words, that's what he said, specifically what he said, I'm going to be involved if I don't leave. So what did I say? I said I'm going to stay, which to some people might be stupid, right? But to me, it was only for the content. I didn't really care. And on top of that, I've never had a problem with Mutt because I met him before all of this about a month ago with, again, my friend VRCHAT, and I didn't have a problem with him. But in recent times, I've been hearing things going around. I've been hearing rumors about Mutt, and I've also just been hearing that he is a very big man-child crybaby that crashes out on literally everyone for his own actions and for the things that he himself does. Not other people, but he himself. He will crash out on minors, which I'll also be putting in the video with the said minors that I have interviewed for this video. But yeah, that's basically it. Quick little summary of who Mutt is. He's basically just a man-child that cries to everybody about his problems, which I honestly thought was worthy of making it into an entire video because there's just so much shit on this guy and things that have been said that I figured I would just turn it into a video because why not? And because he also gave me a shitty apology, and I don't know why, because I never had a problem with him to begin with, so I guess we're gonna make a video on him for the shit he's being accused of and what's actually confirmed.
You should have stayed uninvolved, buddy. You should have. I suggest you leave. I suggest you leave.
Nah, it's all good, bro.
Okay. You should. Yeah, you should leave. I'm just saying. Just letting you know right now.
Even though he's gonna involve you in a few days.
No, I'm not gonna involve you.
Don't leave.
Wolfie.
Klepto, what'd you say?
I'm gonna tell you right now. If you don't leave, then you will get involved. If you don't leave right now, because you're gonna be able to listen to this to your best friend anyway. He's gonna tell you anyway. Wolfie, this is the 3rd time I'm gonna ask you, and then if you do not leave, you will be involved. Unlike VC, you're free reign. So if you stay here, you are free reign.
Oh, let's go.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Let's go, Mutt. Let's go.
You understand what I'm trying to say?
Let's go. I'm ready. I'm ready, Freddy. Let's go. Just for context right there, what Mutt said to me is, unlike VC being my friend VRCHAT, that I am free range, which why he said that is because my friend VRCHAT is 17. He's a minor, obviously, and I'm 19. So I guess that makes me free range. I don't know. I don't know if he said free reigns or free range. I couldn't even tell what he was saying. But yeah, let's get back into the video.
No. You're a minor. You're safe. You're safe until you're 18.
He literally said like, oh yeah, you're safe. You're a minor, but literally he yelled at me on a call.
Now, a little context on this, what VRCHAT was saying, that Mutt was yelling at him in a call. VRCHAT was talking about this Discord call that me, VRCHAT, Mutt, and another individual, which I'm not going to name him in this video because this video is not about him. This is about Mutt, obviously. But this individual, Mutt had problems with, which So did we, but we didn't know the extent at the time of how bad this actually was until we heard about the full story, which I do not agree with what this individual did. I've stated that multiple times. Obviously, I'm not going to say in the video what it was because this video is not about that person. This is about somebody else being Mutt, so we're going to keep that guy out of this video. And if the evidence turns out to be true and there's more in that story, that separate story, I will turn that into a video as well, informing people to not interact with that guy and be very careful of that guy. But for now, this video is about Mutt. So now I'm going to show you guys that Discord call that me, Virtus, Mutt, and another individual had of Mutt basically crashing out on Virtus. So let me show you guys that real quick. I'm not going to play the full thing because the full thing is 17 minutes. I'm obviously not going to put a 17-minute clip in the video, but here's the video, and yeah.
I don't get why you're yelling at a minor right now. I don't know.
Yeah, no, don't use the excuses of minor. You're almost
kind of freaking me out, dude. You're kind of getting my stress
You're no longer a minor soon. Guess what? You're no longer a minor soon, and I'm going to give you a big fat birthday present in the fucking form of a YouTube video. When you turn 18, when your friends who do nothing but snitch on you guys tell me that you turn 18, I will make a YouTube video on you, and I will link your channel. Because you wanted to collab with me, remember?
Now, I could be wrong here, but I don't remember a single time where my friend Virtus asked to collab with Mutt because Mutt had this, you know, fantasy land type bullshit deal where he was going to become a YouTuber with the Fur Cafe, upload his content on there. And the first time I met Mutt, he was actually like clout chasing literally everyone. He was trying to work with content creators such as my friend Pickpocket. He was trying to work with Virtus. He was trying to work with me, possibly a lot of other people. But we're not going to talk about that. I mean, we will, but briefly. He's basically a clout chaser. I mean, if you guys watched the trailer, you saw I put that as a point in the video. But yeah, Mutt is also a clout chaser. That's not really surprising, though. I don't expect anything less from him. So yeah, there's that as well.
So we're going to collab when you turn 18, so you don't have to hold that. Oh, minor, I'm a minor, 17 against you. Yeah. Go ahead, fucking
so
idiot.
You're gonna feel comfortable about you.
I don't give a fuck. I don't give a fuck how you feel anymore. Because you're being blocked permanently, you're being banned permanently, and so will all your friends who just take the fuck with us.
I can care less, bro.
You are so lucky Guess isn't here to put me on a leash, bro.
Yo, what did he just say?
I'm just here for the content, to be honest. Again, just for reference, here's me once again saying I'm just here for the content, as I said before. I did not want any involvement into the lore with this supposed alleged pred, which again, I'm not going to talk about it, but that's basically what's going on and what I got dragged into with that other individual that Mutt was investigating. I don't know. But yeah, that's basically that. That's me confirming. I'm just here for the content.
Is actually killing me.
Why did Kleptoneko tell me to get on? Because I can't stand her fucking ass because she keeps butting into my shit constantly. Let me make it extremely clear that the only reason why they were involved because they decided to be.
Just keep saying it's okay. Just keep saying things to make yourself.
Come here, baby boy. Come here, baby boy. Come here.
No,
stop moving.
He's waiting for me to react so he could be like, I was right. Look at him. Look at the man-child. Look at him. But I'm the one who harasses people. Case in point, guys. Bear witness. Bear witness. Look at him. Look at the little man-child. It's okay, baby. It's okay. I hurt you. I know I bruised your pride.
Grown-ass man, by the way. Yes, my past self, grown-ass man, by the way, is true. Because remind you guys, this was meant to be a serious conversation, a serious topic for that matter. Because this guy, that again, I'm not going to name, had some crazy accusations on him. And Mutt is supposedly, he likes to call himself a private investigator, a pred catcher. He has said all of these things. But it's crazy to me how you're acting like this when you're supposed to be having a serious, like, conversation. I mean, this is a serious topic. I'm not going to name what the topic is for the 500th time, but it's a serious topic. So I don't know why he's acting like this. At 28 years old, acting like this.
Yeah, let's see 17-year-old going into 18 where he's not going to be hidden behind the minor shield. You asked for this, Wolfie. I want you to eat all this content up because you decided to be here. Oh, you're 19, by the way. You're 19.
Yo, grown ass 28-year-old man. Yo.
Come here,
Yo,
little baby
bro,
boy.
you're 28 years old, bro.
Come here, baby. I'm gonna give you what you want, buddy. I told you to stay out of it. I'll give you what you want. You guys stayed to troll me, and you got out-trolled? That's fucking pathetic.
You know what else is pathetic, Mutt? You being 28 years old, having no money in your pockets, no motion, living with your mom, which there's nothing wrong with that, right? I'm not hating on him for living with his mom. But what I am hating on is you not having no bread in your pockets and you're 28 talking shit to a 19-year-old and a 17-year-old. That's the problem that I have. And honestly, I think that's pathetic.
Any kind of fame is good fame, so go ahead and make me famous, because you're playing right into my hands.
Also, here's just more proof of him saying any kind of fame is good fame, just leading more onto the point that he's a clout chaser. So there's that. I mean, this guy is probably the biggest man-child I've ever met in VRCHAT. I also find it kind of funny how he thought he was rage-baiting me. I mean, I guess you were mostly just coming up to me and smooching me as a 28-year-old man-child, crashing out, calling yourself the alpha, which obviously, guys, we all know I'm the real alpha. This has been known. I'm sorry about that, guys. I just had to put that clip in there because I thought it was hilarious. But anyways, let's move on to the next topic.
My worst crime is calling someone a retard and saying Nick.
More context for this clip that's coming up that you're going to soon see. There was some past allegations that Mutt had on him from a certain person by the name of Galaxy. That's what he claims, which I do believe is true. They were throwing allegations around at Mutt. But again, this is a video about Mutt. This is basically a documentary of Mutt. So I'm including everything. The past allegations that were on him, everything. And by the way, I don't know how long ago this clip was taken from. I'm assuming like 2 months ago, 3 months ago. I'm not completely sure, but I'm not going to say who took the clip. Mutt knows who took the clip. I'm not going to say who took the clip. I'm going to leave their name anonymous. This is just Mutt going over the past allegations of him being a alleged pred. So let's just watch.
The pedophile stuff is already cleared, and to answer your question and to reassure you, the reason why I said it was because there were rumors going around because Galaxy was telling everybody and their mother. So that's why I needed to say my side, so that people understood and didn't accuse me. Because most of my, first of all, you weren't around, but most of my staff, when Galaxy was saying this shit, I lost half my team. You realize that? They can dig up all they want, but I don't have any dirt on me besides hearsay. I know legal terms and everything, you know. I got no dirt on me. I got no evidence. I never contacted them outside of this game. You know, so there's no hard evidence. That miner's gone. That's old news. I'm going to reassure you again that there's no evidence on me. There really isn't, because I was not able to reach this person outside of the game. It was all in the game. And I told you that too, didn't I? Yeah, it's true. You know, so like I said, they can go ahead and interview and all that and tarnish my name, but I'll just bring up the Galaxy screenshot that I took of her admitting to only saying that just because she was using it as ammo against me. You know, her stupid ass admitted to that through text. I have the screenshot.
Now, at this point in the video, you guys saw what the pinpoint was for number 3, past allegations. But there's something that has came to my attention that was actually sent to me last night through a Google Drive that I'm going to be including into this video because I think it is important to talk about. And I think it's also kind of weird and not okay.
The reason why I'm recording at all times for my safety, and the reason why I have so much evidence against you guys, including, you know, admitting to being 14 like a stupid piece of shit. I can take you guys to court if it gets that far. I've already threatened Fergie. I asked her, are you willing to dox yourself so that I can send you papers over the slander that you're giving me? And she said no. Then I told her, then why are you continuing?
Now, at this point in the video, I'm not sure who Mutt was referring to. I could barely even hear what their name was, but I'm not sure if that person was also a minor or if they were of age. I'm not completely sure, but there's Mutt saying people were slandering him. I'm not completely sure what this situation was about. I know a little bit of it, but I'm not going to get much into it. But it was just a situation of people harassing Mutt and slandering his name, I guess. for, I'm assuming, past allegations that were being spread around. But Mutt literally said, "Are you willing to dox yourself so I can send you papers of you slandering my name?" Which is kind of crazy in itself, but I'm not really going to speak on that. This is not my conversation or topic to be speaking on because I wasn't a part of it. I'm just getting sent these videos, so I'm going to include them because I'm including everything into this video.
I was never angry at you. I was angry at everyone in New York by association because I did see you talk shit as well. But you were two-faced. Like, I thought you were someone else.
I'm sorry.
When I said this true story of some minor lying about their age inside of a sunset for 4 days, where all I did was inappropriately cuddle with them, I never ERP'd with them. Have you ever seen me, you know, do anything like that? ERP, like Phantom Sense, anything? Be honest with me. No. I'm not into that shit. I haven't even done that with my partner. We phone sex. We don't ERP. No, I know. I don't care. I don't care if they don't need to know that. But they need to know that I'm not a fucking degenerate who has phantom sex. And when they make me claim that I'm fucking a minor, no, it's pissed off that shit. No. No.
Now, what you just heard in that clip is Mutt talking to a 17-year-old about how him and his significant other have phone sex. Now, I don't know about you, but I think that's a little weird if you're a 28-year-old man talking to a 17-year-old and saying basically you and your significant other don't ERP and VRCHAT, you guys just have phone sex. That's a little weird to me, but I'm not going to speak too much on that. But I do think it's very weird, and I think it's very wrong to be telling a 17-year-old that, literally right to their face. I think that's very wrong and very disgusting as well.
Whatever. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
No, not you. You're yelling at me for admitting that.
Yeah, I think I would be yelling at you too as well if I heard you were telling a 17-year-old that you and your significant other have phone sex.
Sorry for being sexually explicit towards a minor. You can record that because I'm very upset towards
I
Klepto, the 19-year-old.
don't know how to record. I really don't know how to record, so.
No, everything's being used against me now. I'm tired of that. Literally on an alt too.
Okay, so Mutt's reasoning and excuse for being sexually explicit towards a, let's say, cupcake is because he's upset at Klepto, who's 19 years old. How does that make any sense? To me, that makes no logical sense, but okay, I guess. I don't know.
My YouTube and Twitter is still going. I'm still streaming.
Oh yeah, I saw that.
That's the only reason why they're, Oh yeah, by the way, the Neko files... It's literally exposing Neko for being crazy. Like, all the evidence I'm sending to is going to be edited out and all that.
Now, the person he's referring to is a person by the name of Klepto Neko, which I'm pretty familiar with at this point on VRCHAT. She's a big crash out, but I'm not going to get into her that much. I'm not even really going to talk about her, but yeah, that's who he's referring to. And basically, he made like a trailer video on her. He was going to expose her for being crazy, but I mean, it's kind of like being a hypocrite because you're also insane. So like, I don't know.
Yeah, I'm just glad because I was literally losing my shit, bro. Like, I'm shaking so bad. He's so scary. I don't like him.
Don't be afraid of him. He's a stranger.
And he was like, right? He said, "You're different." What the fuck is that supposed to mean? I'm smarter than the rest.
Weird.
I'm a minor, bro.
It's weird. That's what I took from it. Is it's weird.
Yeah,
but
you got it, man.
You shouldn't. Don't be afraid of him. He's just some fucking internet weirdo. Like. And that's what our whole thing here is about, is just, you know, trying to make people like you and people like everybody else in that group just feel safe.
Now, at this point in the video, obviously, I made this pinpoint for number 3 being past allegations, but at this point, I'm just going to put all of the quote-unquote allegations that are old and new into the light in this video. So now I'm going to show you guys the part of the video where I had an interview with one of the minors that was in Mutt's Fur Cafe group. So now I'm going to play that video, so let's watch. Also, one more thing, just think of this pinpoint number 3 as technically a 3 and 4, just like I did before with 1 and 2, being basically past allegations / new allegations, as well as him being toxic towards staff team members, which most of the time were minors at that time. So yeah, let's get into it.
Okay, so my girl best friend, known her since 7th grade, so I know she doesn't lie. And as weird as I'm gonna word this, it might sound like cringe, like, oh my god, but like, this is literally how it is. She's kind of like an omen in sorts, and what I mean by that is she's not good or bad, but majority of the times, I know the outcome because I see it happen and I know, oh shit. So, for example, Mutt gave her moderator the moment he met her. And
yeah,
she was 17 at the time when he told her about how he was sexually and romantically with a minor. And I believe he got jailbaited, which still isn't an excuse really. The minor's name was, but I don't have any contact with the minor, and I don't think is either. In fact, I haven't been able to get a hold of for like 5-6 days. They haven't texted me back, so I've been kind of getting worried, but it's whatever.
yeah.
So I am like is like showing me all the admin chats, all the mod chats, and it's just a shit show. People are fighting in his Discord server. Everyone's constantly venting, or there's drama, and it's just a lot. And I'm like, okay, whatever. And I'm like, you know what? She's involved. I don't want her to take the fall alone, so I'm gonna get involved too. Yeah. This is where I start to get cut in. He makes me a mod because one, he's desperate for mods, and two, got upgraded to senior mod, and I was starter mod. And he sorry, I'm like, it's been like a hot minute, so I'm like trying to rack my brain. Not your dude. And he had this whole ass meeting about like how he and there for this and they it was basically like how he was gonna pay us eventually, how we were all gonna get VRCHAT. Sorry.
Bless you, bro.
Thank you. How he was it was snowing outside, okay? Bear with me. He how he would pay us all in VRCHAT even though he was unemployed. And how he was hoping to make this an actual brand, even though he uses AI, and literally posted AI as his logo for the Hellhound Cafe, I believe. I don't know. In his 18+ channel, but it was whack. And so he was literally, so he had a personal quote unquote avatar creator. Their name is Zombie. Zombie knew straight from the start that he was a bit shady because he would always be like, oh, Zombie will start whenever they feel comfortable to or whenever they're ready. And meanwhile, Zombie's waiting to get paid because you have to pay them first in order for them to actually do the commission.
Yeah.
And during this time, Mutt would be crying to and be like, oh my God, I'm too broke. I can't do this. I can't do that. Just throwing a pay party. And then I would be like, oh, well, I mean, I could split the cost if you want. So he was basically guilt tripping into like give it like basically like you know what I mean, like giving them money kind of.
Yeah, and just for clarification, remind you, what, 17?
Yeah, they're 17. Everyone on his herd is about, we don't know the
mid-20s. Let's just say that.
Yeah, he keeps changing it to 20s, and he on his alt account, something puppy, he claimed to be. He said he was trying to be someone else, but he said Mutt is 35.
Yeah, I know what account you're talking about. You're talking about Aura Puppy. He added me on that.
Yeah, not last night. I'm gonna go a little bit more into detail on what he did in the server part. So if you try to like give him advice or be like, hey, there's like an easy way to problem solve, he'll immediately go, are you blaming me? Are you saying it's my fault? And it's like, whoa. Hold up now. You're the one bringing this shit in here. You're the one threatening these minors and name dropping them. And then you're the one DMing them how personal conversations between you and another individual about how you want to kill yourself in grave detail. I have screenshots of that, by the way. He sent me screenshots of how he wanted to kill himself, how he was going to pull a Kurt Cobain in description.
Yeah, we're gonna throw those screenshots up on the screen right now. So yeah, there's all the screenshots. Obviously, if you need to pause, then pause the video. But yeah, let's get back into the video.
And like, oh my God, don't even get me started. I he would yell at me all the time. And I have recordings of this. And even and other people were witnesses to this. For some reason, and he loved to yell at me. I don't know why. I don't know how. He would love to yell at me. And I would just, and I don't like being yelled at because I get snappy, but I was chilling out because I'm like, you know what? Whatever. I don't care. It's fine. But it got so mentally draining because the drama, the constant talk of depression and drama and suicide, the victim blaming, the gaslighting, it got to me, and it got to the point that when he kept doing the fear-mongering shit, it actually fucked me up in the head for like a month.
Yeah, very sorry.
No, it's fine. Like, I was so deathly afraid of him to the point if I was left alone in a room with him or if I was in a room with him, I would physically get ill. Yeah, I feel so embarrassed to say that, but it's true. Like, I would actually want to throw up and cry, and I would go nonverbal for, like, anytime he was in there. And when I was talking to VC for the first time about this, my voice was shaking the entire time. Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's not embarrassing at all. This guy's a fucking weirdo.
And he, like, I have, again, a bunch of screenshots, a bunch of videos and stuff like that, although some of the videos are too long.
Now, I can also confirm this is true from the minor and what she's saying about Mutt constantly yelling at her and times that she would get physically ill and just feel disgusted and basically afraid of Mutt at times. I can confirm this is true. I will pop up some screenshots right now of DMs of her basically confirming this.
And I called it out on bad behavior in front of people, and he got angry. Especially, I called it out on bad behavior in front of VC and Pickpocket and other YouTubers, and he got so pissed. And, he was like, why are you saying that from? You're going to get me in trouble. You're going to get me in trouble. And it's like, I'm just correcting you. Yeah. Like, why are you lying about your age to them? Like, what? You keep changing it. Like, I don't understand. And then he's like, and like, it's just like, I don't know. And he like he would treat his employees like we were all so like we were lambs, you know, like he was like, you were so easily misguided and misled, you know, like this person blah 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 was so gullible and they just didn't know they were easily manipulated. And yeah, Bert, you're over here talking about on some fucking light Yagami shit. Like, what the are you doing, dude? like Oh, yeah, I know I sound like I'm rambling. Yeah, I know like I sound like I'm rambling, but like,
Nah, it's fine. We gotta get the truth out there.
Some, you know? So, and you know what's ironic? Is that you wanted to become best friends with you guys, like YouTubers, the troll YouTubers, to join and become a bigger friend of the family? He did not get that. Everyone already knows the case. Everyone already knows what's up. Meanwhile, I made friends with half of you guys, and I...
Yeah.
Like,
here's the thing. We already figured this out a long time ago that he's a fucking clout chaser and he just wants clout. Everybody else cares about his views and clearly self.
Yeah. And I remember he basically, like, he said there was a video someone else caught because there's other people making a video on him. And I forget who they are, have them added, but they have a video of him degrading everybody, all the other minors, and praising Saw. And like, oh my god. And the thing, when he had his two admins, Goku and Timmy at the time, he was crying over how they quote-unquote pranked him or betrayed him. And he was crying. He was like, those were my boys. Those were my boys. I want to kill myself. Those were my boys, my boys. And it was like, what are you doing, dude?
Wait, how old were they? Goku
and they were like 15, 16. And like, if he's not he's certainly still a mental predator. And like, I've been trying to remove myself from the situation from the start, but everyone keeps trying to drag me back in. Finally, like, stop trying to drag me in unless it's like deviously important. But like,
well, yeah. Is that about it? Is that about it?
I mean, other than it, like, if there's more I remember, then I'll let you know in DMs or I'll send you the screenshots. I'll forward them all over. I think mainly the biggest thing though is that he's a huge fearmonger or a huge manipulator, very big gaslighter and victim blamer. Like, literally, his most famous quote is, "I'm the victim." Yeah, I'm the victim. That's all he says. He never takes a step back to be like, huh, why is all this bad shit happening to me? Maybe I should take a step back and see what I'm doing wrong. Yeah. He doesn't do that. I don't know, just
blames everybody else for his own.
Yes. And he's always, and he demanded my presence one time when I was in the same instance. He was demanding to see me, and I was like, I'm not comfortable with that. Yeah. And he's like, well, fine, she can talk all the shit she wants. He's like, dude, I have 3 shots. What do you mean? I'm not going to interact because I have no reason to. There's no need for me to end your alls because everything I say is the truth. I don't lie.
Yeah, and also you're a minor, and he's like the man, so that's just Steve.
But and I literally don't even lie, and you know me personally by now.
Yeah.
You know I don't lie. Yes, like.
Well, thanks for letting me know about that.
You're welcome, and I will give you more if I remember, because right now I'm still trying to rack my brain.
So as you guys just saw, that was the interview that I had with the minor that was in contact with Mutt and a part of Mutt's staff team at one point. And also, I'm sorry if it was a little hard to understand what they were saying and what I was saying. I tried to put my real voice with like the modified voice, but it was kind of hard to understand. But I tried to pick the best voice so it's a little easier to understand what they were saying. Hopefully you guys could understand fully. But anyways, let's move on to the next topic of the video. Now, I'm going to be completely honest with you guys. At this point in the video, I don't really know what other points to make. I mean, honestly, I could make several points. I could make the point that Mutt is a very big manipulator. I could make the point that he lies about a lot of things. I could make the point that he's a up person. But I think we all know this by now. So honestly, at this point, I'm just going in with whatever. I'm going to put some screenshots here for this point being blaming everyone else for his own actions. So let's throw some screenshots up on the screen right now. Just of basically some group drama that was going on in his Discord server with his group, the Fur Cafe, and a bunch of just bullshit of him blaming everyone else and acting like it's other people's fault when all of this negative drama that was going on in his group probably could have been avoided some way or another. Also, I'm going to give some context for this screenshot on the screen right now. Basically, what happened is Mutt created the Fur Cafe group, obviously, and at the beginning, he allowed minors to be in his group. He allowed minors to be staff, mods, whatever you want to call it. And it didn't end up working and going his way as he thought it would, which is kind of stupid to think like that. Yeah, let me hire minors as staff that are 15, 16, and 17, and I think they're going to act perfect. I think they're going to act like my age, 28. They're going to be mature. I'm sorry to break it to you, buddy, but they're minors. They're children. They're not going to be very mature in a group that's owned by you. Obviously, they're going to troll people and act quote-unquote out of order because their frontal lobe hasn't even fully developed yet. I mean, this was the worst decision that Mutt has made yet, was allowing minors to be staff for his team, for his group. This was incredibly stupid, and it could have been avoided 100%. But no, Mutt thought and Goku were funny. He thought they were funny. So he wanted to have them be a part of his content that he was planning on making. So maybe next time you shouldn't allow your group to have minors as staff. They should be 18 plus, which is the recommended obvious age for a staff or a mod for a group. And again, there goes Mutt in the screenshots crying like a man-child that he is because, oh my god, I hired minors as staff. I didn't think they would do anything crazy. I didn't think they would spread false allegations on me, possibly. I mean, dude, you don't even know these kids. You don't know what they're capable of. Why are you hiring them? And then you refer to them as your brothers and refer to them as your boys. Bro, you're 28 years old. I don't care. I don't give a shit, bro. Why are you referring to them as that? Like, I'm genuinely lost for words. Now, this is going to be more of a serious topic that we're going to be discussing, obviously being death threats. And this actually just recently happened about 2 nights ago. So basically, I'm going to explain it very quickly on what happened. I'm not going to get into every detail, but let's just explain it very quickly so you guys can understand. So basically what had happened is my friend Logan and Tanner had went into an instance with Mutt's ex-partner. Now, Mutt was gone at that time. I'm not going to say why because it is kind of a personal reason that I will not put on the video, but I was also gone as well. But anyways, what happened in short summary is my friend Logan was talking to Mutt's ex-partner, not in any type of weird way at all whatsoever. Mutt's ex-partner had been intoxicated at the time, which they said themselves, but that doesn't matter. And the reason why it doesn't matter is because Logan was not doing anything weird as Mutt was claiming he was. And on top of that, me, Tanner, and Logan had got Mutt into an instance, a private instance, to talk about it because Logan wanted to know why Mutt was sending him death threats through Discord DMs. And Mutt's reasoning for sending these death threats, which I'll pop up on the screen right now via Discord DMs to Logan, my friend, is basically because Mutt took this whole thing out of proportion, out of context as well, and basically thought Logan was flirting with their ex-partner, being Mutt's boyfriend, ex-partner, whatever you want to call it. And yeah, Mutt basically just took it out of proportion, out of context, didn't know the full context behind anything, didn't even care to ask Logan what the context was. His drunken boyfriend just told Mutt what he wanted to tell him and basically just bullshit to Mutt. From what I heard, he just bullshit to him and Mutt decided to believe it. And that's basically what happened. So Mutt, after that, after hearing that bullshit, and Mutt thinking that my friend Logan took quote-unquote advantage of his drunk boyfriend, which is crazy to think and crazy to say because Logan never took advantage of anybody. And if anything, Mutt's ex-boyfriend was the one that was talking to Logan and flirting with him to begin with. From the clips that I saw personally, it looked like they were just having a normal conversation. But after the fact, Mutt's ex-boyfriend told me personally in a private world, after them and Mutt had not been on good terms and they were on no communication, Mutt's ex-boyfriend had told me personally that Mutt was jealous because he had a crush on Logan, my friend, which is also crazy, but yeah. Now, another thing is you guys are going to have to just take my word on that. I do not have a clip of that. I was not recording at the time, and I also play on a Quest, so like I don't have OBS opened up because I can't have OBS just opened up in the background or like something like Metal to clip my clips. And honestly, it was just unexpected and I didn't think they would say that. So you're honestly just going to have to take my word on that. But yeah, that's basically what happened. Mutt got this whole thing blown out of proportion. He didn't know what the hell was going on. He just heard from word to mouth a bunch of bullshit lies that my friend Logan was like flirting with Mutt's boyfriend and all this other shit. And that's basically what caused Mutt to send my friend Logan death threats in Discord DMs. And another thing that it's funny, but it's not funny. Mutt's reasoning that he told Logan the reason why he sent him these death threats is because out of pure anger. That was Mutt's reasoning because he was angry at Logan and he was angry what his boyfriend had told him went down when in reality it was a bunch of bullshit. And he just wanted to throw a pissy fit and believe anything that he was getting told in his ear. But either way, even if you're angry, I've never been angry to the point where I text somebody and I say I'm going to hunt them down. And quote unquote, what Mutt said in these DMs, which will be on the screen right now, quote unquote, I will gladly take the prison sentence if it means I get to hurt the piece of shit that took advantage of my lover. I mean, that is absolutely insane to say to somebody, and then you just basically blaming it because you were angry and blaming it on that and, you know, pure frustration out of a situation that you blew completely out of proportion is crazy to me. But yeah, honestly, I had to go over this because this literally just happened 2 nights ago as of recording this video right now and editing this video right now. It is currently the 17th of December, 2025. So yeah, this literally just happened on the 15th. And I had to include this into the video because, I mean, I'm including everything into this video. And also, I don't think it's very cool to be a 28-year-old man sending death threats to an 18-year-old because my friend Logan is 18. So yeah, that's not much of a good look for you, Mutt. Yes, you read that correctly. Mutt was planning on disabandoning his group and leaving his group. Now, I'm going to go over this very briefly. I'm not going to yap about it too much. But basically what happened is there was an event that occurred about December 8th to about December 11th when it obviously occurred when Mutt was texting people saying he was going to leave his group. Now, here's the thing that gets me, I'm not going to lie, is Mutt originally was going to give his group to a 17-year-old, which I'm not going to name in this video, but I'll pop up some screenshots right here proving that he was going to originally give his group to a 17-year-old when they turned 18. But Mutt didn't end up going through with that plan because his partner and other people, his friends, were telling him that's not a good move to do or a good decision to make because it was going to give Mutt a bad name for himself if he did that. Which, honestly, I'm glad he didn't go through with doing that because that would have gave him a bad name. Waiting until a minor turned 18 to give them his group and take full accountability of the group by themselves with other staff members, I mean, it's not a good look. And the reason why Mutt was going to leave his group is because from what Mutt said, there was a lot of harassment going around on him. Obviously, as we stated before, there was a lot of rumors and just a lot of harassment going around on his name. And he mentally couldn't take it anymore, so he was going to leave his group, which I honestly think would have been the smartest decision for him to do. But at the end, he made a lot of decisions. He went back and forth with people, back and forth, didn't decide to get any mental help. And now he still has ownership of the group. But for a few days, Mutt did end up giving the group to someone, which I'm not going to name. It's one of Mutt's friends. And they owned the group for maybe not even a full day before Mutt basically said he's going to just take ownership back of the group and keep running it himself with obviously, you know, staff members and stuff that he had before. But what really gets me with this whole thing is I don't think somebody that obviously has mental issues and problems with themselves should be owning a group and running a group, even if there's other staff members that help him run the group. I do not think he is mentally stable to run his own group, especially with thousands of people in the group. I think it's just not a good look at all. And I think what he needs to do instead of running a VRCHAT group is he needs to get mental help first before anything, because it's just not a good way to go about anything. I mean, it's really a stupid way to go about this whole situation. You said you were going to give the group to somebody, you didn't give it to them, and then you gave it to somebody for a day and then you took it back. I mean, honestly, you need to just get off the game and go get your mental health straight before you do anything that involves other people and staff members and, you know, obviously running a full group. So yeah, that's basically all that happened with that situation. I'm not going to go over it that much. I already basically explained everything that had to do with it and him leaving his group. So yeah, let's move on to the next point, and this is probably going to be the final point of the story. I know I said we were going to move on to the final point of the story, but to be honest, I think this is the end of the story for now with Mutt. Honestly, for the past few days, there's not really been anything much else going on with Mutt and the whole situation. There also hasn't really been a lot of drama or anything else to really add to the story or add to the video, so I figured there's no point of putting the extra bullshit that is just small details and small things that have happened in the video because it just wouldn't make sense, and it's honestly just not worth putting in the video because at that point I feel like honestly I'll just be dragging it on even more. So yeah, that's basically all there is to talk about. I feel like for the most part I nailed pretty much every like hard point in this story about Mutt and all of the important things that needed to be talked about aside from all just the random bullshit that doesn't need to be included. So yeah, I hope you guys enjoyed this video. It was really fun to make. It took me about a full week and a half to edit this video fully. Every night for about 4 hours I would edit this video constantly every night, and it just took a long time. It took about a week and a half, as I said. So if you guys could please just drop a like, comment, and subscribe, because this video has been the most difficult video for me to edit, and also just getting all of this information from people, it just took a while. So yeah, I'll probably be taking a little break from uploading for a little while because I've just been working on this video nonstop constantly for a week and a half now. But yeah, like, comment, and subscribe, and leave some comments. Let me know what you guys thought about the video. If you guys liked it, be sure to let me know in the comments, and yeah, just let me know your thoughts on the video. Until next time, I'll see you guys. Peace.
Play the nigger one. Play a nigger.
Oh, whoa!
What?
Whoa!